Yeah, my people, ja people, blessed love, how the them doing? Alright, hope the them is doing well, seeing? Yeah man, pan a real base, so the them don't know Daniel Marshall there on the infrastructure work, aka IRS hardcore, the reggae artist, there them don't know, seeing? Bless up my peeps, pan a real base. That one that we're dealing right now, the one there politics. Politics, that one there. Say if you're watching politics in Jamaica, yeah, and around the world, that's how we are dealing with, because that's how this is the thing there. Yeah, on a real base. So that one is politics. See, and here we are going on. We know that our Jamaican government, our Jamaican Prime Minister is in hot water. We know that. And we know him trying very well right now to declare himself, which I don't think is possible. But you recognize the trend we are going. You recognize the similarity between him and a Vibes Cartel. Vibes Cartel, they know something, you know. And the Prime Minister knows something. See, and I know something. I get to realize, I know that thing, but I get in the put in the things them together. I don't know if they are them putting it. But anyway, on a real base, politics we're dealing with. So we're going to play a video with a president of an African country that is a real example that would love for our prime minister to take some example from this man. See, so I'm going to establish the thing. And Mr. Prime Minister, Mr. Andrewholness, take an example from this African president on a real base. The man is doing great thing. Understand me? We have good intent for our country. We want to see good intent, and we want to see our country, Jamaica, rise up. We want to see a better Jamaica, seeing a good Jamaica, seeing an upscale Jamaica, seeing, yeah. On Burkina Faso, Burkina Faso, Burkina Faso. That's the name of the African country and this president. So Mr. Andrewholness, please, if you could just take some example from this man, this great president of this country. This man already just bought a plane for his country. He's developing factories. He's developing so much things on his own. You understand me? I'm not saying that you're not doing some great things, you know, but instead of taking from the country, this man is giving to the country. Taking and giving to his country. Seeing. So yeah, that's the first video we're going to play, and then we're going to our Andrewholness. Yeah.
That is why I would urge you to go all out so that we can establish these elite schools, so that these talented individuals do not end up going abroad. Because for a long time, imperialists have always drawn talent from here through scholarships. Once they are home, they do not return to the country. I do not want these brains that are here to end up abroad and not serve our country. Make sure that these initiatives succeed and that we can establish the polytechnic and technological universities we need so that these children can express all their talents and work for the benefit of our homeland.
My people, so there's a lot more to this man and this country. Alright, here's a little bit of info me pick up on him and his country. Burkina Faso. So it's a Burkina Faso, officially the People's Republic of West Africa, bordered by Mali to the northwest, Niger to the northeast, Benin to the southeast, Togo and Ghana to the south, and Ivory Coast to the southwest. Now is the first me I hear about them country in Africa, you know. My God, Africa is vast. Jano, vast. When I say vast, There's so much to discover about Africa, and there's so much that is already discovered about Africa. My God, Africa is a mystery. Believe me. And you can definitely see that it's a promised land. But here now, because, sure. Anyway, here's a little more. An estimated 2 million people have been displaced by violence in Burkina Faso. So, Burkina Faso Captain Traore warns against citizens against engaging in treason. So, this man have a purpose, him have a reason. You know, it's just too much is going on. And it caused great man like this to rise up and possess it. Saying, the Bible said the kingdom of God suffered violence because his country suffered violence and the violent take it by force. No people still cannot interpret that scripture. Enough pastors read it but still can't interpret it. Sometimes the kingdom of God get violent too. It have to get violent. Judge. So anyway, before we go into the bad part of Mr. Andrewholness, we are going to some of the good part and some of the good things we might do. Seeing, because here we have him collaborating, so you really know some idle thing are going on in Jamaica, you know, this. And now if I tell you ABC 1, 2, 3, now if I tell you them things there, if you have eyes to see, let you have eyes to see, let you have ears to hear, let you have full understanding, overstand and understand certain things that's going on, seeing? Yeah. So here he is now collaborating with the Indian president, Faso Fuel Alliance. They are aligning Faso Fuel Alliance because India is rising up in the people. India is rising up as a world giant, you know, as a world power, you know. I want it. I want to know certain things, you know. Enough people don't know certain things, you know. You know, that some part in India, they might build gun on the street, like just like how we have shop install out a road. Yeah. India, we go, India, some trains, some things were developed, building and construction, the destruction, them building some innovation thing, them creating some things, them building some tools. So it's a great thing when our Prime Minister collaborating with it. When he collaborate with country, that means say we have these evidence to talk to the people when we're going to India, to make them know, so we are not enemy, we are friends, we come to make deals, we come to do business. Do business with us, we do business with us, you see me? So yeah, we're going to play that video there, and we're going to run some of the voice notes when we did make from the newspaper, you understand, because we make some voice note from. So anyway, we could jump right now video.
Grow Jamaica by parish, by town, by village. Because you have to look at what assets the little town of Bath has. And you have to look at what assets that the man who is farming in Flagaman has. And you have to look at what assets are in Portland. And you have to look at what assets are in Hanover. And you sit down with pen and paper. And you say, all right, we're going to do a strategic plan to develop tourism in Jamaica, because Jamaica has not yet utilized 100% of its tourist capabilities here. And Bath would fit neatly into that. Then you have to look and say, what are the things that are holding back the development of Bath, of Flagamans? And you come to that conclusion, well, one of those things is water. And then you go and you develop your plan to bring water to all these little towns. You need somebody who is sitting down and say, I am going to do the development plan for Bath, and I'm going to do the development plan for Flagaman in St. Elizabeth. And you know what? If Flagaman is producing more food because you give them water, and Bath, you develop the botanical gardens here and you start to bring tourists here, then what you start to do now? You start to link the food in Flagamans and you bring it over here to the hotels that you're building here. And that is how you interconnect now your growth strategy and your growth plans. But we don't see that kind of thinking. We don't see that kind of planning. We don't see that kind of thought being put into the development of our country. And so the Labour Party, we're not joining all of the people who you hear or talk all kind of things on radio and TV every night. I can't bother waste time in that circle. I am coming to you, the people who will make the decision, and putting it on the table that you must consider carefully how you choose your government. Because as you will realize, those who came to you with the sweet talk and the sweet promises have not delivered. But in me, you know you have a man who not go hide and talk. In me, you know you have a man who go and look you in the eye and tell you the truth. And I do that because I respect you. I do that because I love you. And I want to see the best for my country.
Right, blessed love. See, that was the good side. No, we have to admit, some good things have happened to Jamaica since Mr. Andrewholness. I don't know the problem with people and him, you know. I am on people. I am not a politician. I've never voted yet. And if I was supposed to vote, I would have voted for the PNP. You don't know. The People's National Party, Michael Manley, his principle and his concept. We get to know and love him more now that he's not here. When he was here, him could have huff and push we away and said don't love him because he might deal with this and he might deal with colonialism and deal that and deal that. But after a period of time now, get to find out that his initiative was good. He bring up Jamal first to educate the people and revolutionizing farm work and medical and schooling and these things. But anyway, we don't see any of his principles and things playing out today. Neither with the present PNP nor the JLP government. See, but we have to admit there's a lot of good things happened to Jamaica since Andrewholness. Because statistics show that Jamaica still even prosper and survive through COVID-19. No, construction work is booming all over Jamaica. That mean for the common ghetto man, cause you don't know. Some of we not too educated enough, but we have a skill, we have a trade, we have a talent. We look around and a whole heap of young people out and about and moving. The problem is, how you come by so much money and amassing so much money and transferring so much money from one place to another? So much violations, so much at least, yo. Any of you was, you see, if you was doing it like Traore, Burkina Faso. So you are going on with people. We're dipping. The thing right now, when we read the article, I'm again from the article yesterday while I was at the MRI office. Wow. Can't do nothing but scratch hard. On a real basis. Is that they find faults with the Indicom people them, independent commission people them, them investigation, that them look for faults and find them, because you don't know how we things stay. But all of these things will happen, I help to straighten up things, because I worry for loophole in things. So the same thing as how cartel find loophole in a film, it's the same way Mr. Andrewholness find loophole. So evidently when me together, it all just come down to nothing. That's what I figure out. I'm not sure. I don't know. I mean, me even the man who follow politics. I mean, him Daniel Marshall on the infrastructure work. Me just a squabble down there, so it's a construction worker, just one little underdog artist. You understand me? No, nobody no real tough, but you understand me? We can pick up on things easily. When we get to find out, say, Mark Golden and Theme Team walk out of court because of what? Right, October 2nd, and the Prime Minister, Andrewholness. And you see what I get to realize, them people really can dodge, you know. Yeah, man, them really skillful. And you see what I get to realize now? You see, because a lot of people know about the illiteracy within the people, I mean, the black people, I mean, in the professional realms and fields, like even in the IC then, if they them know about the IC, what I call it, independent commission, even in the government, even the attorney, the literacy deep, so people know how to drill. I know if I cut down them things, I know if I cut down black people, I know if I cut with them. So listen to this. Alright. It said attorneys for Prime Minister Andrewholness in petition the Supreme Court to review the legality of the actions of the Integrity Commissions during its probe of its statutory declaration, argued in an affidavit filed on Monday that the reports of the entity which have been made public are tainted and ought to be struck down. But them really say it tainted, so them need to dash it away. So you know them a play a cartel. It's a cartel them a play. Jaja, the big heavy Prime Minister play a cartel, you know. Here we go now. It said too that the Commission and its Director of Investigation overstep their powers and act illegally. That no say, it may not be right, you know, but you see certain things, you can wrong in certain things and end up right because of the violation, the same thing we play out in the cartel case, are the same thing they might play right now, seeing act illegally and unfairly. So let me read it again. It said too that the Commission and its Director of Investigation overstep their powers and act illegally and unfairly in recommending that Holness be investigated for illicit enrichment. The legal team of Ellen Gibson, in seeking the court's intervention to scrutinize the actions of Director of Information and Complaints for the IC, Craig Beresford, Kevin Stevenson, the Director of Investigation, and the Commission for among other things, refusing or failing to certify Holness 2021 and 22 statutory. So what them basically I say, them guys that fail for deal with the statutory thing from 2021 to 2022 for Andrewholness. So at them kind of thing that at them ball game there I play saying, alright, so we're not done it, man. We're not done it. I go up on the thing we make the eye them know what going because seeing this away in the paper. So the rest I say the declaration and are provide reasons for being unable to certify them, given that there is no statement of reasonable suspicion of corruption or an offense under the Integrity Commission Act. They have also sought the court's opinion on the decision by Stevens and the Commission to refer the Holness private companies to the tax administration and the financial investigation division to keep the investigation for illicit enrichment open in relation to Holness 2021 declaration, despite finding indicating that there was no unexplained growth. Furthermore, the attorneys have asked the court to pronounce on Beresford and Stevenson's failure to recommend and or issue a public exoneration of culpability in relation to Holness 2021 declaration, given that no reasonable suspicion or corruption of offense had been formed. The attorneys are seeking an order of certiorari. My God, them a word there. First me I see them a word there. CERTIORARI. Certiorari. Something like that. From Supreme Court, which would allow it to scrutinize the Commission's process in arriving at their ruling and then squash the report, its finding and recommendations in respect of the August 2024 report and the September 2024 special reports. They have also sought an order of mandamus, no compel the Commission to compel the Commission to properly carry out its duties as it relates to Holness 2022 and 2023 statutory declaration. Legal team has further sought an order to mandamus to compel Stevenson to recommended to the Commission that Holness be exonerated of culpability in relation to his 2021 and 2023 declaration. The attorneys have also sought declarations by the court to, among other things, affirm that the submission of the reports to Parliament for tabling, except for the matters relating to 4 accounts held by Holness, was unlawful and or illegal. Further declaration have been sought to strike down the provision of the Integrity Commission Act, given the lack of fairness, impartiality, and independence in the exercise of the functions of the division and the Commission as presently structured. Further, the law is why this a whole heap of man. Basically, we can tell the them what going on.
burden? That sounds complicated.
It's not too bad. Usually it's innocent until proven guilty.
Breaking news.
This is where Jamaican law gets interesting. They have this thing called a reverse burden when it comes to illicit enrichment.
Reverse burden? That sounds complicated.
It's not too bad. Usually it's innocent until proven guilty, right? Well, with illicit enrichment, it's flipped. The prosecution just has to show that you have more money than you should, based on your income. Then, it's your job to prove you got it legally.
So it's like, okay, you've got a yacht, but you make minimum wage. Explain that.
Exactly. And in this case, the Integrity Commission thinks Mr. Holness hasn't adequately explained his wealth, so they think the FID needs to investigate.
This is serious stuff. So what does this all mean for Mr. Holness? What are the potential consequences?
We could be talking criminal charges, big fines, even jail time.
Jail time. The Prime Minister.
It's possible, especially if those tax fraud allegations are true.
Wow. And even if he doesn't go to jail, this is a disaster for his reputation.
Absolutely. It raises serious questions about his judgment and his commitment to ethical conduct.
It's a good reminder that no one, not even a Prime Minister, is above the law. This whole situation reminds me of that other scandal with...
You know what? You're right. It does seem to fit a pattern.
Exactly. But we'll save that for another deep dive. Speaking of murky dealings, let's talk about that $50 million loan from Burkina Investments Limited. That's where things get really interesting. So Burkina Investments Limited, they're the ones who gave Imperium that massive loan, right? $50 million.
That's the one. And the report makes it seem like Burkina may have bent the rules a little to make it happen.
Okay, give me the details. What did Burkina do that has the Integrity Commission's attention?
Well, for one, they accepted a mortgage document for a property that, according to official records, isn't even owned by Imperium.
That's a pretty big oversight. What else?
It gets better. Apparently, they also approved the loan based on a verbal agreement with Mr. Holness. No paper trail, no formal documentation.
Now, I'm all for a good handshake deal, but not when you're talking about a $50 million loan to a company owned by the Prime Minister.
Exactly. And the Integrity Commission agrees. They're recommending that the Financial Services Commission, they regulate financial institutions in Jamaica, give Burkina a thorough audit. They want to know if any laws were broken when they gave out that loan.
So now Burkina might be in trouble too.
It's possible, and it just goes to show you this isn't just about one man's finances. This is a whole web of connections, powerful people, companies, even government agencies. Makes you wonder what else is out there.
It really highlights how important transparency and accountability are.
100%.
Yeah.
The Integrity Commission needs the power to investigate these things, to follow the money and hold people accountable.
Because if not, it's like, yeah, anything goes.
Exactly. And people lose trust in the whole system.
It's a reminder that no one's above the law, right?
Absolutely not.
Expert speaker, this has been fascinating. Thank you for breaking it all down for us.
Anytime.
And deep divers, we hope this has inspired you to keep asking tough questions, demand transparency, and hold those in power accountable.
So there you go, my people. There you have it, seeing on a real base. Yeah. So drop your thoughts in the comment section, saying, can we don't know that most of the item is up on these things more than even I know. The item know more than me know, you know. But we just put in my like 1 and 2 bit, you know, seeing. Because the whole thing them spread out right so in front of I and I. Seeing. So we have to make acknowledgement to the things that matters most to us in our community, our society, our country, our environment, our time. Seeing. So just drop your thoughts in your comment down below and make yourself be known. Saying, yeah, agree with the universe on a real base. Saying, stay well, stay safe, and I balance until I see the item in the next video. Saying, Daniel Marshall on the infrastructure work. Saying, aka IRS hardcore reggae artist. Saying, truly great. Boom shot.